Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope your day is going way better than fantastic. And your journey to self-betterment is going way better than fantastic as well. Today I wanted to talk about something obvious but something that still needs to be addressed. Because it's a huge problem that is sweeping the world. And that problem is narcissism and narcissistic abuse within relationships. And such abuse taking dangerous twists and turns. Why are such relationships on the rise? Simply because the things are told we must look for in a potential mate are traits of the narcissist. Shocking. And all of these traits are put on a pedestal by the media. Social media. Many influencers. So forth and so on. Look. I believe that laws need to change. The marriage and divorce laws are horrible. I know. I went through it as a child and can tell you their main goal was in no way, shape or form to keep me as a young child safe. It's an ugly machine that grinds up families and will oftentimes remove the sane parent and alienate them from their children. But adding fuel to this already raging metaphoric fire, you have this high-value man talk. And bad woman talk. But then we see news story after news story about men and women getting in such relationships that in some cases end up with them losing their life. Look. Narcissists can hide their evil traits and put on many masks. We know this. But it's a lot easier for them to hide when you not only aren't looking into is this person a decent human being or not. But many of these people flat out don't care. Why don't they care? Because society has pumped this dangerous message over and over of what is important and what is not important. I watch many of these shows where they talk about so-called high-value men. And many of these women on these shows are trying to figure out how they can get such a so-called high-value man. And nothing you hear or majority of what you hear on these shows are about character traits, beliefs, morals, and humanity. It's all about money, money, money. And this is something I would implore more women to do. Distance yourself from such a crowd. Because if you are picking someone based on their money, and the few words they say, surface level stuff, you might be in for a shock. This person is not only a narcissist, but a dangerous narcissist. There is a news story I don't feel comfortable with speaking on, as more facts need to be known. However, every person it seems that ends up with this really popular person, bad things happen to them. And I ask myself, what was the allure of this person? Money. Lifestyle. You see. Narcissists, both male and female, will use what they have to pull you in. And it's a lot easier for a rich narcissist to love bomb you. Simply because they have the means to do it. But you ask yourself, why didn't these people want to spend time with someone that might have had the same outward attractiveness? But they had a regular job. And they treated them with love and care. You see. There are wonderful people in all walks of life. Just like there are terrible people in all walks of life. And when people say, I will only deal with people that have the bag, or that live a so-called lit lifestyle, those are people that at the end of it, end up broken. There are women right now that if a billionaire in another country messages her and wants to fly her out to visit him, will go without even really knowing this person. And sadly some of these instances have turned out horribly, horribly wrong. There is a guy that was dating one of those Insta OF models, I believe. And he too ended up losing his life at her hands allegedly. Societal narcissism wants to turn off your ability to discern. And they want you to be handcuffed to evil once you've figured out you're in a bad spot. Why? Because narcissists Especially the societal narcissists. They love and thrive on suffering. You're suffering. One's suffering. The more suffering the better is how these entities would like it to be. So they work hard to turn off your ability to be around decent people. And then they tempt the decent people to go the way of narcissism. Because hey, you have to be a savage in this world. According to those that promote such a life. And the more this is promoted, the more love fades. Societal narcissists want a people traumatized so much they are incapable of love or empathy. There are many things that are being pushed, and that is one of these things. They believe, in my opinion, if they can make it a world with no love, with no empathy, if you have a generation entering such a world, and that is all they know, you will then have the wicked world that was in the time of the Great Flood. In the time of Noah. You have to ask yourself these questions. What led up to the time of Noah? And what is being done now? What will that lead up to? A society of uncaring, loveless narcissists and psychopaths. So if you are considering this high-value man thing, first look at their value in that they believe in God. They treat people well. And they have love and empathy in their heart. Not that they have a wad of cash and live a so-called lit lifestyle. Because you have so many people signing up for this lifestyle. It's not just the ones with the fake eyelashes. It's the plain Janes as well. And same with the guys. Look, there is nothing wrong with bettering yourself. And making a great living if you can. But that living that you make doesn't make you a better person. Last I checked, God isn't counting our money or looking into our bank accounts to see if we are a worthy person of His love and to one day being in His kingdom. It's, do we believe His Son was crucified on a cross for the forgiveness of our sins? And He rose on the third day. Witnesses witnessed an alive Jesus Christ. And He ascended into heaven. And if we believe on His Son as God, and what He did for us, then that means we believe in His teachings. And last I checked, what is being pumped into the minds of people today are no way, shape or form His teachings. So if you are thinking about choosing such a lifestyle or way, I would think again. Because you will likely encounter not only narcissists, but you might also sadly end up meeting your end. Or bare minimum a broken life. Something to think about. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.